Alrighty guys, kevSpec, welcome back to the channel. Well, this is it. This is the new studio. I hope you like it. We'll be doing all our intros and anything else I need to do at home will be done from this studio now on my new Panasonic Lumix. So I really haven't worked out how to use this camera yet. I'm still to get some audio for it. But this is pretty much it. This is my new studio. So I hope you like. This is a quick video on basically how I built the studio, materials I used, costs involved, and my new equipment that I've just purchased. So sit back and relax. I hope you enjoy the vid of kevSpec's new YouTube studio, built on a budget. Just remember, if you like the video guys, don't forget to subscribe at the end. If you can hit a quick like button, that'd be great too. Love yous. This is how I went from a concrete slab to this. Okay, this is day one guys, just clearing out the little corner there, moving all the table and chairs and my little fire pit. Just tidying up, getting rid of the wood, just making all the space ready to give it a good clean. Cleaning up the dog poo. Now that wasn't much fun, but it had to be done, so I used to stash that in the corner there. Now I've got to find somewhere else to put it, but giving it a general tidy up there. Barbie's gone, the wheels are gone, so yeah, just cleaning it all up. That's day one. In the morning pretty much. Getting that concrete stump that's been there for quite a while out of the ground. Use that as a bit of a blocker under the fence there for the dog. Little Jazzy loves it. Just tidying up the edges of the concrete there, just chiseling off any, lumpy bits and just trying to make it all smooth. Alrighty guys, there we have it, one cleared area. It's going to give it a bit of a degrease and a scrub. And hopefully my shed man should be here within the hour or two. Giving it a good degrease and a scrub. In hindsight guys, I probably should have high pressure cleaned it with acid or something, but it's good enough, kevSpec. So later in the afternoon, it's nearly ready to go. Alrighty guys, there you have it, all ready. Hopefully in a couple of hours we'll have a shed here. Yew. Okay, so later in the afternoon my guy's here to fit the shed up. There you have it, in the world's tightest pair of jeans. I even said to him, mate, what's it go with your jeans? But anyway, just sort of getting the final position, squaring it up to make sure it's semi-square, as good as it can be. It was still like 10 mil out on diagonals, but 5 mil, about as good as we could get it. Bolting it down now, shed doors going on, and there you have it. Okay, so first stage, just sealing up all the gaps. Gonna do a silicone seal on inside. A couple little spots that I had to seal up in the corner there. I'll have to let them dry. Pull all this plastic off. So this thing's covered in, I don't know if you can see it, but it's got all this plastic on it. So that's all got to come off. So that was that plastic that I had to remove. Horrible job. Took me nearly a day and a half just to remove the plastic. So that's the aluminium battens I put up on the inside. They're just liquid nails and screwed to the inside of the shed. They're all up, ready for the timber boarding. Just starting the timber boarding here. Putting the first MDF panel up, the second one up. Always the first and second ones are a bit tricky, trying to get them to line up, especially in a shed that's definitely not square. The ground slopes away quite badly as well, so I had to deal with all that, but pretty late night this one I think. This is probably day 2 or 3 by now. There you have it, the back wall's up, just starting the side walls. Once again, these MDF panels are just liquid nails where the battens are, and probably 6 or 8 screws holding each panel up, countersunk, and then I've wood filled over each screw and all the gaps. Just finishing off the panels and basically locking that second door out so it can't be opened, and I can use that as a wall. That was very tricky in itself, as you can imagine. The shed and the doors don't quite line up internally, so anyway, there you go. All the walls are up. Bit of a jigsaw puzzle in the back corner here, but we made it work. Just trying to save wood so I didn't have to buy another panel. You have it, all the wood filling. That took, probably half a day, just filling all the holes and the gaps. Sanding. Alrighty guys, so I didn't film all the boring. You can see I've done most of the sanding here. All the filling, it's taken me probably 2 days. On and off, of course. Still got a life to lead and stuff to do. So just on the final, just got to do this couple of roof joins here. Bit of sanding. Hopefully this afternoon we can put some paint on this and winner chicken dinner. This is not much fun. What are we on here? 180. So I'm going to rip into this with an 80 first. If I can find one. There we go. New one. All right. This is probably day 5 or 6 by now. That really takes a toll on the arms, I tell you. And here I was going to sand it by hand. My God. Not much fun. Alright guys, looks like we're finally there. It's been a week of sanding and silicon. I must admit I'm a little bit over it. Typical me, I've probably tried to turn it into the Taj Mahal. But anyway, we got there and it's come up okay. And I'm ready to put some paint on. So just put the, pretty much the only fitting. Just got the light gluing up there. Nice LED light there. And time to put some paint on this baby. So this paint's been sitting in my shed for like 3 years. It's gone a bit thick, so I'm just trying to water it down a little bit. Alright, let's do this. Painting, I will go. So getting the first coats of paint on here, and the MDF board really soaked up that first coat of paint. I'm no professional handyman or painter or anything, but yeah, it came up alright, just had to use a few coats. I think I did 3 coats in the end. It's just basic, like I said, white paint that I had in the shed. Look at him go. It's probably day 7 or 8 by now. Ta-da! First coat's on. We have a white shed, sort of. The light drying. First coat's happening. Well, there we go. She's all nice and white. And start off my little feature corner. I was really up in the air on what to do, and I still sort of am a little bit, guys. If you've got any tips and pointers, and I wouldn't have done it that way, or I wouldn't have painted this colour, I do have a tin of light medium blue paint. Yeah, so if you've got any ideas or tips, chuck them in the comments, guys. I'm more than happy to take it on board. I really don't know what I'm doing, so I tried to pick a few ideas out of my head. I was going to put a blue streak on a couple of the walls, you know, just like a big fat paintbrush blue streak as an accent type thing, but can't bring myself to do it. But yeah, if you've got any tips or comments or anything you like or hate about it, chuck them in. And once again, guys, I'm just having a crack at this. Like, I've watched a few YouTube videos on how to make a studio and lighting and stuff, and I'm really learning. But once again, if you've got any tips, chuck them in the comments. Starting to come together now. And no, that shelf is not crooked, it's me with the camera. There's a couple of bits of footage where you'll see the shelf's on an angle, it's me with the camera not having it on the right angle. Getting there, starting to look pretty good. Well, pretty happy with that. Alright. So this is how I went from this to this. So guys, here's the costings on what I spent. Couple of dollars out here and there. A little bit underquoted on some of the MDF panel, but that's pretty much what I spent to build my YouTube channel, YouTube studio. There's the grand total. And guys, I have got some merch and some stickers coming. They're in the works. Bear with me. It is in the works. I hope you liked that video, guys. That was my video on how I built my YouTube studio on a budget. Not much coming up. We're in lockdown at the moment, guys. Melbourne, Victoria is 6 weeks lockdown, so we really can't go anywhere and do anything. I was going to start some cool car vids, and we had a couple of things happening in the future, but that's all been cancelled. So I am going to try and get some good content out. What I've got coming up for you, one of my four-wheel drive mates, I'm going to let him drive the car wound up. So he's not really a fast car sort of guy, so this should be interesting. Stay tuned for the video, that's coming up next. All the best and love yous. Thanks for watching. And if you like that video, guys, please subscribe to my channel. It's free. There's a little button down the bottom where you just have to hit subscribe. You don't get sent magazines or anything like that. It really helps my channel. It shows YouTube that you're really into what I'm creating. And if you give it a like as well, that'd be great. Love yous.